Hey guys, it's your girl Liv, aka Olivia. Welcome. So, what I wanted to talk about today was kind of like some inner child healing. Um, I think that's kind of the premise of spirituality. A lot of that comes from our triggers when we're little, like things that our parents did. And if it's not what our parents did, sometimes it could even be just the lack of a presence of a parent. It could be teachers, friends, all that type of stuff. Inner child, I feel like the essence and the basis of spiritual work, my belief is that it stems from our childhood, because when we're in our childhood essence, we're at the most pure. Like when you see a kid, you're like, oh my God, that's how I felt before I felt like life corrupted me. And a lot of times, you see that innocence kind of taken out, and we don't know how to get to a healthy place where we still have boundaries, but we're not like naive. So it's like, how do we find the balance? And what I like to say is a lot of times people either harden or they boss up. Those are my terminologies. And so I want to dive into the differences. When I say someone hardens, a lot of times you're like, oh, I used to be innocent. I used to be loving. For example, I used to let people live with me. Now, I have Venus in the fourth house. For those of you guys who know astrology, my Venus is in the fourth house. So I'm all about the home. I'm all about nurturing people. I work with children. I've worked with children for a long time. So I work with early childhood development, first time mothers. I even at one point wanted to be a doula. So I really love working with people in the home. My home is a safe place, but I have been taken advantage of in my home. I had people stay with me. I had boyfriends live with me. I've had a lot of traumatic experiences around my space. So I got into this place about in 2015 where I was like, I'm not living with nobody. Nobody's living with me. No one's going to be at my house like that. I don't even care if you were my friend. I just got into this place where my house was no longer what my original essence was. Like everyone come in, come one, come all. And so that's something that I'm still healing, but I'm taking those steps to allow myself in, allowing people in who are trustworthy. So it's kind of like the essence of hardening would be how I was in my energy, like like this experience changed me, and so I wanted to see what an energy would be like for people who've hardened their energy. What does it look like vibrationally when you change your whole entire personality or your character because of a negative situation? Like, I always get taken advantage of, so I'm not going to date no more. Or for my instance, like I've had some issues with roommates or things like that, so I'm not going to live with anyone. And it's more than just making a decision, it's the energy behind why you don't do it anymore. And I got the King of Pentacles, and I was like, why would I get the King of Pentacles? This is very much Capricorn energy. It's very much earth signs. So it's kind of like exercising control. And you see how he's got a bag of money? There's nothing wrong with money. But I was looking and I was feeling into this energy. But the King of Pentacles, in terms of hardening yourself based upon an experience, is I'm just gonna get the money. It's almost like I noticed that's why they say money's the root of all evil. I don't truly believe that. I believe the energy behind why you want money is the root of all evil. How you utilize that is the root of all evil. But with the King of Pentacles, it's coming off as though when a situation hardens us, we close off our heart space and we just go straight to the bag because we're like, money can't hurt me. And so it's kind of saying, if you're trying to see whether you've grown from a situation, or if you're in a hardened place, this is what it will feel like. Everything's about money. Everything's about security. Everything's about success. And that's it. It's like my bag, that's it. And the people helping me get to that bag. So that's how you can tell if you're in a hardened space. That's just what Spirit's saying. And then I pulled if you're in a boss up level, right? If you're in a boss up, like, okay, I've been hurt. Yeah, I've been knocked down, but I'm still going to be authentic. If I'm a sweet person, I'm going to be a sweet person regardless. If I'm a loving person, I'm going to be a loving person regardless. This is the boss up energy. And I was like, the Two of Wands. See how she's literally, this card can talk a lot about traveling, but you see how she's standing in between two wands and she's holding on to one of the wands? This is talking about knowing how to make the right choices, knowing when it's time to go, knowing when to leave a situation. Because the truth is, a lot of the times we get hurt because we outstay our welcome. We don't have boundaries and we don't know how to move on from the next thing. So what I'm seeing here with the Two of Wands is she's on her phone, she's making moves. This can talk about travel. I always see this as like international travel, but it's the ability to use your heart center, because we're dealing with wands, fire energy. It's to be able to use to be able to move on, to be able to graciously choose the best options with decision, with clarity. And it's saying that money is not great. It's not saying that you can't be ambitious, but if you're in a hardened energy, it's all about just the material things of life and the hope that those things will fulfill you. And when you're in a bossing up energy, you still hold on to that passion, but you know when to leave a situation and you know how to attract more situations to you. So those people are going to be in situations where, have you ever seen someone who's super successful and like they're super sweet, but they've been hurt and they've been knocked down and you're like, how the hell did you hold on to that innocence in you? That's how you heal your inner child. It's being able to discern when it's time to go and to not let anything change your original nature. It's a lot of times people get caught up in like, is this spiritual or not? And that's kind of a religious approach, or is this good or bad? And the truth is it authentic? Being authentically yourself is something that takes mastery. And your childhood version of it is like the naive version of it, but it's not supposed to be let go of completely. There's an element of it that's still with you. So I just wanted to share this. Let me know if this resonates with you. I just wanted to pull some energy on it. I like to use it through tarot. I used to do that all the time earlier last year, and I'm just getting back into that space. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.